In this episode, I will show you a secret path to save you up to 340,000 rupiah on a weekend. First started off at the mountain top, and then we kind of walk I'm here at Mount Bromo. I get to climb up Mount Bromo for free, 0 rupiah. There's no guide, no tour, no moto, and no horse. Mount Bromo has got the most martian scenery among the volcanoes. You're not going to see just one volcano, but 5 volcanoes all together at the same time. The Mount Bromo that I saw is one with few tourists. Let me show you how to go about doing all this. So there is an official way and an unofficial way of going in. So the official way of going in is you have to pay 200,000 rupiah. But the unofficial way is 0. It's free of charge. So here is the way to the unofficial way. I think the local way, that's what many people say. Here's the map attached. So I'm now being joined by the Korean mother and daughter. After hearing the free of charge way, I think they decided to join me. So we are going to Mount Bromo. So this is the way. Actually, I don't know how rocky it is. Okay, but I think I can manage it, but I'm not sure about old people. The ground is a little bit sandy and slopey, so just have to be careful when trekking down. Yep, there are also other tourists coming up. Hello, hi there. Thank you. No problem. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. It's just a little bit bad for the knees. Other than that, it's okay. So let me show you. Yeah. So there are 2 volcanoes there. One is Mount Bromo, which we all know. That's the one that is fuming. The one that has got smoke. That's Mount Bromo. And then the other one is, I don't know. I think I will do some research over here. Yeah. Wow. If the weather is a little bit clearer, I think that's marvelous. Too bad it's still a little bit hazy, but no complaints. There's actually a cluster of maybe 5 volcanoes here. So one there. My apologies, I have not do a lot of reading. So my research is usually on the go. Actually, cause for me, the important things is to enjoy the sights. Yeah, to me, name is not really too important. A rose by any name is still a rose. Oh, just have to be careful. It can be sandily, slippery. So because it's a free road, so that's why there's very little maintenance. The path is very rustic. This is just the first step, okay, getting down from the slope. Once you get out from the slope, you will reach a sandy patch of land. So this is the, yeah. So we are heading towards Mount Bromo. We are in the crater itself. Okay, so this is the volcano crater. It would have been much better if the sky is clear. Right now, there seems to have a mist hanging around this area. By the way, these are all the volcano ashes. We are already in the middle of a volcano. So within the volcano big crater itself, which measure a whopping of, I think it's definitely more than 10 kilometers. Yeah, so there's also other volcano. So most volcanoes are dormant except for Mount Bromo, which is still spewing some gases in there. So this is my contribution. Oh no, don't fall. Oops, 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 oops. Ta-da! Alright, time to move on. So you can also organize a motorcycle trip from Mount Bromo all the way to the starting point, which is right at the end of this road. So I guess all roads lead to Rome. So in this case, this is all roads lead to Mount Bromo. Everyone want to have a look at the crater. In half an hour time, we shall be able to reach the top of the crater, looking into the volcano itself. Right below Mount Bromo, there is a Javanese architecture building in there. Just as I thought, the gate is closed. Okay, there's no way to get past it. Mount Bromo is a morning activity place. This is where most people will come here to see sunrise, and after sunrise, everybody start leaving. Yeah. So that's why in afternoon it seems that this place is entirely dead. But not forgetting that Mount Bromo is one of the most popular tourist sites in Indonesia. That's to bring some context to you. So I guess by tomorrow sunrise, I will be able to see a lot of tourists at the summit, at the viewing point. You got to give it to the Indonesian. They can actually set up stores anywhere. So there are some canteen below the Mount Bromo. I'm already a little bit panting because of the walk. Well, we can actually have a drink after that. But let me just push myself further. No, I'm okay. So there are horse rides activity going on here. For me, I'm going to walk it up. That's a very beautiful horse. So if a mother carrying a baby can go up and come down, I'm sure I can do it. Do you see the stairs all the way to the crater? Oh, that's how far we got to climb up. Yeah, so we climb up this slope, followed by a flight of steps all the way up. Oh my god, I'm panting like hell. Panting like a horse. Shit. Age must be catching up. Of course, anything that can be solved by money is not an issue. So you can always hire a horse to bring you all the way up. Oh. I'm not sure whether I want to come back tomorrow. So that's the signage. Alright, I don't understand a single word of it except for Bromo. Oh, I'm a little bit out of breath. This place is where the horse ride will stop. So you can engage a horse ride from there, from the base of the Mount Bromo, and then it will carry you up, okay, the toughest part, which is the upward slope, and then you will stop here. So you have to make the final mount yourself. There's no choice. That's where money can't help you. This platform looked like a typical Javanese architecture. I presume somehow in the olden days they do worship the volcano. Yeah, this is probably where the volcano worship takes place. So at this juncture, I'm just have to make an appeal. If you like this video so far, please click like and subscribe and put up the notification. Thank you. There's another canteen where you can take the last drop of water before climbing up. I think that's the ultimate steps. It's probably not as bad if you start off on a flat level. No, thank you. Oh yeah, I know. So you can throw your flower into the crater as a worship to this Mother Nature creation. It's forbidden to walk all the way around the rim of the crater. Okay, point taken. Ta-da! Yep. Alright, see you later. So it's one row. Okay, one take from the foot of Bromo to the crater. Okay, I'm trying to take cinematic shots because I can also take the opportunity to rest. Don't make me count how many steps there are. Subscribe. Sorry. Oh, I finally cut someone.
Kakak, Asna. Kalau nggak kuat berhenti. Asna.
One shot. Let's do a pan. Let's do a pan of me panting. Oh. I just hope that the pan takes forever because I can rest here. Yes. Okay, I'm not going to let the kid overtake me. It's such an embarrassment. One take. And guess what? I'm just less than 10 steps away. Yes. Oh. That's all. Okay, I switch off my camera. This is all why we all climb up for, is to see a big hole in the middle of the mountain spewing out fumes. Yes, that's all. Simple. See, that's how tall it is. Let's walk around the crater. I've already made a judgment of this volcano, but I will just walk to a place where there's very little people, yeah, so that I can very much speak the truth. Yes. Oh, I mean, over here, I'm just scared of saying the truth and then get walloped by people. Then there's no one further up. Yep, it's all me, myself, and I. So, yesterday I climbed up Mount Ijen. Today I climb up Mount Bromo. Yeah. So natural, so-called typical Singaporean question is, which one is better? So I think from a crater perspective, you can look at it. So Mount Bromo is not too special. I mean, frankly, yeah. So you really see that in many other volcanoes. So long as there's a live volcano, it's typically the same view. Alright, let's move on a little bit upwards. Or maybe just another view. Here. Okay. Here. So Mount Ijen has got a lake inside, and a beautiful lake, a turquoise lake. And there's also other activities, like you can go down to the crater to see how the sulfur miner do the mining. You can climb up at night to see sunrise and also to see the blue lava. So these two activities, I have not done it. Yeah, because yesterday when I was there, it's already daybreak, so you can't see the blue lava, you can't see the sunrise because the sun has risen. Yeah, so but objectively, so that's a plus point of Mount Ijen. So the plus point of Bromo, yeah, is that I think other than seeing the crater view, okay, you also get to see this view. Okay. This is more almost like a Martian kind of a platform. Yeah, does it look Martian? Yeah. I think if you at certain angle, without seeing the trees and all those things, it certainly look very Martian. And then there's a cluster of there's a lot of volcanoes in here. Okay, the best part of it is the sunrise, which I'm going to do it tomorrow. So that's going to be taking place over there. Yeah, so you see it from there where we came down the mountain from. So that's the sunrise view. So accordingly, that is the best, one of the best sunrise in the whole world. Okay, so I mustn't miss. Yeah, so as for the crater itself, I would say it's mediocre, but if you look at it as whole package, okay, that is good, fantastic. Hope my explanation is clear enough. Okay, so continue on. I'm still rolling. Okay, so beyond this point, okay, you don't see any so-called what do you call that? Any assistance? Yeah, so you're pretty much on your own. So over here, I think there's a path here which goes all the way up. I see people right up on top of the other side. Well, I think if you ask me, okay, whether should I go up or not go up, I think I better give it a miss. Yeah, because if not, you will just, any wrong step, you will just fall. Okay, if you fall over there, you're still okay. Okay, I think there are people someone can collect your corpse and then you can have your barrier back home. But if you drop inside here, I think that's it. Yeah, you'll be sacrificed. Yeah, into the volcano. Yeah, I think it's no laughing matter. Okay, so although I see people trekking up, but since my foot is already wobbling from coming all the way down, walk up, okay, so I guess yeah, leave it to my next life when I'm younger. Okay, let me enjoy the view now. This is where you offer your sacrifice to the Mount Bromo god. Yeah, over here. I think let's pay some respect. Oh, it's Ganesha, a Hindu god. I'm not sure whether in the olden days are they human sacrifice. I think in many ancient civilizations there used to be ancient practice where you throw people off into the volcano crater. If this were to be taking place, it will probably be taking place over here. Yeah, so it's just being thrown in here. The level of sulfur fume, if you ask me, is not a great deal. Yeah, I think not even Ijen. So I could even survive without a gas mask. But in places such as Japan, yeah, the sulfur fume can be quite choking. So here it's not too bad. In fact, very non-inexistent. Can you see the sulfur? The sulfur in there. Yep, at the foot of the fume, you see some yellow patches. So that's sulfur. And can you hear the rumbling? Yeah, I like coming in the evening over here because practically there are less than 10 people right now. Of course, you have to be very cognizant about the fact that you need to make the way back again. So, and this whole place is not lit up at night. So before the sun goes down, I think it's better to get down and get up. Okay, yeah, you still got to climb up the stick. Yeah. Okay, so just buffer enough time for that. Yeah. Meantime, I'll just enjoy the volcano for a little bit longer. Little bit. Okay, you can see people start to stream down the staircase. I think the Korean mother and daughter decided not to climb up. Yeah, I couldn't see the two of them. Oh, they are right in front. The Korean mother and daughter. Yeah. I don't know how old the mother is. Wow. I think she's good. Yeah. Because I guess she's about 60, 70. Oh, I wish I'm that strong when I'm her age. And it will be soon. I'm already an uncle. Yeah. Wow, you're here. I've been noticing there's a guy standing up there, up on the ridge over there. Can you see the guy? He has been there for the longest time. I think now I'm a little bit worried for him because the film start to change his direction. Yeah, you can see the film starting to move westwards. So it was mainly blowing here, but then the film somehow got changed direction. Yeah, because of the wind. Yeah, I'm just a little bit worried for him if he can come back safely. And he has been standing there. I'm not sure whether that's a mannequin or whether it's a real person. Oh no, the smoke is attacking us. Oh gosh. Gosh. The smoke is coming towards me. Ah. Oh my god. Okay. I think there are less than 10 people at the crater. See? Other than the family there, and no other person. And there's one gap up here. And no one. And the sunset. Behind this, another dormant volcano. Looks like it's time to go. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our families. Bye. BOMO BOLOCANO. Alright. Tata. Climbing down. There are still two people making the climb up. I think it's still quite okay if you leave before the sun falls. You can appreciate the flow of the lava when it got erupted years ago. So this is how the lava flows. Where it's solidified, it becomes all these ridges. So here's another volcano. Well, we are making the exit. The time now is 4:30 p.m. So just bear in mind that in Indonesia the sun sets rather early. Yeah, it sets around 5ish to 6 because the sun rises very early as well. So just be a little bit cognizant about the time because you won't get any lights over here. So you'll be walking in the dark when there's no sun. This is probably the thickness of the lava. You see? Wow. How thick or how tall the lava is. It's even taller than a person. Oh. Gracious. The sun is setting soon. So at the other side of the sandy beach, you can see a row of houses over there. Presumably that's where people stay. People who do the hawkering business are here. People who do the motor business, the horse riders, all of them stays here. Yeah, rather than to make the climb up every day. So that's the temple. Yeah. So that's the ferrying service. The sun is going to set anytime within the next half an hour. So within the half an hour, I need to walk across this plane, the sand plane, and then go all the way up to the mountain. So that's where most of the, in fact all of the lodging are located. Yeah, that's on top of the ridge. Okay, half an hour, see whether I'm racing against the sunset. Yeah, which is behind me. Whole ridge over here. So that's Cemoro Lawang. Every one of us have to stay there. Yeah. Okay. The so-called the base camp of Mount Bromo. Not sure you can see the setting sun from the screen. I better double up. I'm making the ascent right now. So one thing I failed to do just now was to make a marking on my GPS where the exit is. So actually the mountain ridge is pretty wide. So just now I had a tough time trying to look for the exit into this path again. Don't make this mistake. Okay, so as long as you find the way out, just quickly make a GPS, okay, so that you can come back to this route quick and fast. So luckily I found it before the sun sets. I still got maybe halfway more to go. Yeah, I'm still not out of the woods yet. Okay, so the Korean woman has gone. Yeah, I don't know how she go back because I didn't really see her. Yeah, she's right in front of me. So yeah, I guess they are seasoned traveler, so they know how to go there. And I'm surprised the old lady, well, she really have the strength and determination to go this distance. It's not too difficult, but it's not simple as well. Yeah. So, like it or not, rain or shine, the crater still spilling out fumes. That's nature at work. Somehow, you just need to respect nature. It's us adapting to them rather than the nature adapt to us. Yes, I safely got out of the track in one piece. Okay, let me check the time now. So I have spent since 4:30 to 5:45. So I think just give yourself 1.5 hours to get from the foot of Mount Bromo to back up to this Cemoro Lawang. Yeah. So in case you need to make further plans,